The hierarchy in the DCEU is about to change all over again. But how will James Gunn's new Batman movie fix the Dark Knight trilogy's biggest mistake? After months of speculation, James Gunn has announced a slew of new films and TV shows that will steer the DC franchise into the future. They include a new Superman movie, a Lanterns series in the style of True Detective, and a Supergirl project that promises a much harsher depiction of the titular heroine. However, fans of Gotham City's favorite Crusaders will be more enticed by the brave and the bold. Little is known about the new Batman flick at this point in time, but we can take some educated guesses based on the nuggets of information that have been provided. For one thing, the film is reportedly influenced by Grant Morrison's Batman run. Damien Wayne has also been confirmed as one of the characters, which suggests that the Al Ghul family might make an appearance. And this is how the brave and the bold could be the perfect opportunity to right the only wrong in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Many critics and fans agree that Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy is the peak of comic book cinema. The films have been praised for their gritty and somewhat realistic approach to superhero-centric storytelling, boasting villains whose acts of terror are rooted in real-world fears.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Unfortunately, the films have also been criticized for whitewashing certain characters, including Talia and Ra's al Ghul. In simple terms, whitewashing means casting white actors in traditionally non-white roles. In the DC Comics, Talia al Ghul is of Arab and Chinese ethnicity. Ra's also originated from East Asia in the source material, though some stories imply that he's of Eastern Roman descent. Comic books retcon characters all of the time, but Nolan was clearly inspired by the Asian iteration of the Al Ghul patriarch. In Batman Begins, the eponymous hero meets Ra's in a Bhutani prison and later travels to Tibet to join his League of Shadows organization, where he receives his martial arts training. Of course, Nolan's movies aren't the only superhero projects to whitewash characters of color, but DC now has an opportunity to change that trend. With Damien Wayne set to play a big part in The Brave and the Bold, the filmmakers have a chance to rectify the mistakes of Nolan's Al Ghul family. In the Grant Morrison comics that have apparently influenced this project, Damien is the son of Batman and Talia. Therefore, it's reasonable to assume that the Al Ghul dynasty will inform the film's story to some degree. It's also possible that they'll draw upon the version of Damien from the Brave and the Bold animated series, which presents the youngster as the offspring of Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle. However, the Morrison connection suggests that the filmmakers will opt for the more interesting version of Damien, one who's the heir to both Wayne Enterprises and the Al Ghul Empire. Luckily, James Gunn has a history of making colorblind casting decisions, some of which have resulted in more diversity and inclusion. For example, the High Evolutionary in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be played by Chukwudi Iwuji, a British actor of Nigerian descent. The original comic book iteration of the character is depicted as a white gentleman from northern England. Gunn defended the decision as having nothing to do with race, noting on Twitter that Iwuji is the best actor he's ever worked with. It's probably fair to say that the future of the DCEU will be diverse indeed, albeit in unexpected ways.